We've all hit that point where we think spending more must equal better, but what if a total underdog just dethroned DJI? You might hate me for saying this, but today, let me introduce you to the Boyamic 2, the world's first truly AI-powered microphone that actually doesn't compromise. So what makes this one any different? Well, in order to properly show you, we need to start from the top, and then later in this video, I'll give you some side-by-side comparisons of how this microphone stacks up against some of the bigger names, like this little guy. Boya says that the innovation is due to a special AI-powered chip that is integrated directly into the transmitters of the Mic 2. And by utilizing that chip that's been trained on their deep neural network, which is basically a smart computer brain that has been put through a masterclass on audio. They claim to have trained this chip on a massive data set of over 700,000 noise samples and 20,000 hours of learning the human voice and some of the ambient sounds that you would experience in the real world, with the goal to instantly prioritize your voice without introducing that choppy, typical robotic sound that we hear from some of the cheaper AI mics. So how does that translate for creators like us? Well, it means that the Mic 2 actually gives you 2 dedicated intelligent noise cancellation modes, all with the simple push of a button, making the audio far better than any of the other, well, the competition. All of this, and somehow Boya managed to cram it into a transmitter that's even smaller and lighter than that of the DJI Mic 2. Now, I know that DJI has been the leader in sound quality for a while now, but this tiny footprint combined with the AI power working at its source means that the Boya Mic 2 just might dethrone DJI's reign. So let's take a look at the hardware that makes this happen, starting with the real star of the show, the transmitters. Given how much they offer, they only weigh a shocking 21 grams, which is actually a big difference compared to the much heavier DJI Mic 2 at 28 grams, which you'll notice especially when you clip this thing to your shirt. There's some interesting style choices which seem to be reminiscent of their more expensive counterpart, like the semi-translucent body, which subtly reveals some of the internals of the Boya mic. Up top, you have a 6mm omnidirectional capsule and a jack for an external lapel, while on the sides you'll find a standard mute button as well as the dedicated AI noise cancellation button for the modes that we talked about just a few seconds ago. But there is one minor trade-off for the lower price, and that is the fact that actually the buttons don't have the haptic feedback like that of DJI, so you're actually going to need to rely on the LED indicator lights or on the receiver screen to confirm your settings. So let's talk about the second biggest advantage here, well, next to the AI, that is the internal recording. And so like the DJI Mic 2, the Boyamic 2 also offers 32-bit flow internal recording for up to 10 hours. So now you have a dedicated backup for all of your pristine AI cleaned audio right here inside of each microphone. On the backside, you will find a standard metal clip as well as a magnet for various different mounting methods, like if you wanted to go ahead and clip this to your collar, or if you're like me, you can also go ahead and clip this to your hat. And maybe this one is just me, but I don't find that the Boyamic's magnet is all that strong. Maybe the DJI mics are just excessively strong, but if you're wearing like a thicker sweatshirt or maybe even a hoodie, it's probably best to go ahead and just stick to the integrated clip unless you want to worry about this slipping off. And as you'd typically find on the base, there's a USB-C port for separate charging as well as for transferring files for your internal recordings. That way you can go ahead and sync them up later in post. Now, while the transmitters may be the brains of the operation, the receiver is actually the command center that gives you complete and total control. Right away, you're going to notice the bright responsive touchscreen and the scroll wheel that's on the side. The receiver does feature a pretty similar construction to the transmitters with an all-plastic body, including a metal cold shoe size clip on the bottom. On the side, you're going to find your 3.5mm jack for connecting to your camera, and then an additional 3.5mm headphone jack to monitor your audio in real time. The back is where things pick up a bit because you'll find another USB-C port, and then you'll also see Boya's twist lock system for some of the adapter options that allow you to connect this to your phone, as well as my personal favorite, an option to pair the receiver with your Sony camera wire-free. So I guess it wasn't technically intended this way, but if you don't know already, Boya is the sister company to Saramonic. And while Boya doesn't sell this adapter directly, Saramonic does, and it works perfectly with the Boyamic 2. Now, this hot shoe adapter is only $30, and it twists into the back of the Boya receiver, and now it allows you to have a cable-free experience, much like that of the higher-end system. So I think it's great to see more companies offering this sort of flexibility, but it is a little bit odd to me that Boya doesn't advertise this directly or even offer their own branded version on their own website. Boya, if you're listening, I'm just trying to help. But the best part of the receiver is the level of fine-tuning available to you. So you get essential features like the built-in limiter and auto gain adjustment, plus the 2 different levels of low-cut filters at both 75 and 150 Hertz. And most critically, you get a -12 decibel safety track track, ensuring that you always have a clean, lower volume backup track, especially if you don't want to use that internal 32-bit recording. This level of control, combined with the fleshed out app support that the DJI Mic 2 lacks, gives you ultimate flexibility. All of this neatly fits into the charging case, which, if you'd guessed it, also consists of a durable satin black plastic, well, then you'd be correct. I also noticed during unboxing that the case features some of the same design patterns of the transmitters, which is almost like this knurled finish, which Boya calls their sound wave design. The case is powered by an included USB-C cable and has some battery indicators on the front that illuminate every time you open or close the lid. But this is where the case truly shines, because it actually boosts the Mic 2's total working time to an impressive 54 hours from the transmitter's rated 9 hours of standalone runtime, or the heavily reduced 6 hours if you go ahead and utilize those AI noise cancellation features plus the internal recording. There is a blank spot off to the side that could be used for a lightning adapter, which seems to be sold separately. Weird sidebar, but I was actually looking for an adapter online, and it turns out that Boya sells it for $22, whereas Saramonic sells the exact same piece for $19. Am I going crazy? Thankfully, unlike the missing lightning adapter, Boya did throw the remaining accessories into a fairly standard, and honestly, it's nothing impressive, carry bag, but included in this are the windscreens, the charging cable that we showed earlier, as well as the 3.5mm TRS cable for connecting this to your camera, which I actually won't be using. Instead, I think I'm going to stick to the combo of the Sony hot shoe adapter, plus obviously the 32-bit float internal recording to get the cleanest possible audio for our testing in just a minute. The only thing that we still need to confirm is the wireless stability. Even though Boya rates this system for 300 meters, which is roughly 1,000 feet, it's pretty unlikely that you're going to see me sprinting across 3 football fields and recording, but let's not worry about the distance. Instead, let's actually worry about how the performance is. All right, so now you're listening to the Boya Mic 2 using a lightly mixed version of the 32-bit float internal recording to eliminate some of the unwanted garage noise that, well, my studio gets. If you haven't checked out my last video where I talked about some essential creator upgrades, which was recorded using this exact same setup, you absolutely should. That audio, in my opinion, is pristine, and I would argue it is probably some of my best yet. Plus, there are some cool items that you should definitely check out. This track is completely raw with no mixing or processing done, so this is likely the closest to how an on-the-go creator will sound, especially when you're hearing this microphone right out of the box. You shouldn't really hear that much of a difference, which I think speaks volumes about the quality of the Boya Mic 2 setup, but of course, this wouldn't be fair if I didn't go back and bring out the competition, so let's go ahead and switch over to the mic that we've been sizing up throughout this video, the DJI Mic 2. You can see that it's weighing my shirt down, but I've been pretty critical of the DJI Mic 2, and I've even made a pretty tough video on it last year, but frankly, given some more long-term use, I'm thinking that I'm slowly changing my stance on it. But all that to be said, how well does it stack up against the Boya Mic? Well, in case you were curious, here's a direct side-by-side. For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us. For the creation waits with eager longing for the revealing of the sons of God. For the creation was subjected to futility, not willingly, but because of him who subjected it in hope that the creation itself will be set free from its bondage to corruption and obtain the freedom of the glory of the children of God. If you do want to hear more comparisons like that one, go ahead and check out my shorts tab, as I'm going to be sharing how the Boya Mic and the DJI Mic stack up against each other, as well as some of the other competitors. But to keep things going, I think it's time that we test out the AI noise cancellation that Boya speaks so highly of. Up until this point, I know I've been pretty positive of the Boya Mic 2. However, this is my pain point, because in order to actually do this noise cancellation test, I have to use my phone, because there's no way for me to change the noise cancellation level in camera using just the receiver. For the sake of this, I'm gonna sync everything up in post. I have the receiver paired with my iPhone, so this is without any noise cancellation on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on to the lower setting. So this is with the lighter noise cancellation enabled. Currently, there's actually a plane going overhead. There's some cars that are going by on the street behind me. I don't love that I have to go through the app to do all of this. If the audio sounds good, then I guess it's not the worst thing that could happen, but what do you guys think with the lower of the two noise cancellation settings? Now, this is the strong AI noise cancellation on the Boya Mic 2. So what do we think? Does it sound robotic-y? Does it sound smooth? Is Boya overhyping the system, or is it pretty adequate for what they've claimed the system can actually handle? So I will let you guys know in just a second when we go back inside what my thoughts are, but up until this point, I haven't had any real complaints other than the fact that I do have to use the app in order to change my noise cancellation setting. For the point of this test, I want to see how far I can actually get and this microphone still pick up. So just for safety, I am going to go ahead and sync this track in post with the internal track, but I'm not actually going to use that track for the sake of this demo. Instead, I'm actually using my Apple Watch to tell me exactly how far away from the camera I am. So in just a second, I think we're gonna be 100 feet. I'm really hoping that this is accurate. All right, so yeah, so this is about 100 feet away. And if a really quick test, but we're gonna keep going and I wanna see exactly how far away that I can get from the camera before, well, before you can't hear me anymore. Approximately 200 feet away from the receiver. So at this point, can you still hear me? When I turn around, can you not out? So I don't know. I feel like this is a pretty good test, but we're gonna keep going. I'm not gonna walk too far because I have to walk all the way back to my camera. So we're gonna keep. Is approximately 300 feet away. So at this point, you should still be able to hear me without any issue. This microphone is rated for close to 1,000 feet. So can you still hear me? Hoping that when my back was turned that you could hear me, because at this point, I keep saying there's a lot of points here. Let me know if you can still hear me. How about that? Gotta walk all the way back. So what did we think? I think that the AI chip is a clear game changer, especially seeing that distinction between the strong and the light modes, which handles complex background noise without turning your voice into, well, an AI robot. And surprisingly, I also think that the signal held up pretty solid aside from a few different times when my back was turned, which I feel like all of that is to be expected. Look, as far as wireless mics go, this one looks great. It doesn't weigh much more than some of the smaller competition. And frankly, it's hard to beat for the price. And speaking of value, let's go ahead and talk about a final few things that truly set this microphone apart, starting with a feature that you usually only find in specialized high-end systems, the ability to support up to 4 receivers. That means that you can have a single transmitter broadcasting to 4 different cameras or other devices simultaneously. If you're a streamer or maybe you run a complex video setup that requires a lot of setup, there's a lot of flexibility, which personally I think is a massive win. I think we're slowly going to start to see this incorporated in other microphones throughout the industry, but given the timing of the Boyamic's release, I'm gonna call this a game changer. So we have world first AI processing, 32-bit flow, incredible battery life, and pro-level multi-receiver support. All of that leads to the final, most shocking numbers that you've been waiting patiently for: the pricing. The kit that I have reviewed today, the standard dual transmitter setup, comes in at $180 US. Now, Boya does have a version that includes some external lapels for an additional $20 at purchase, and if you are like me and you skip out on those, adding them later is going to cost you a shocking $23 a piece, which is a pretty significant jump. If that is something that you think you might need, it's probably best to buy those up front. Granted, it is worth mentioning that most inexpensive external lapels do tend to be a bit underwhelming. So if you're doing a lot of client work like interviews or even promotional pieces where you need a hidden mic, it might be best to skip out on those and maybe splurge for a higher end third-party set down the road, but that's just my own personal 2 cents. If you do want to pick up either version, I've gone ahead and left affiliate links in the description below. There's no extra cost to you, but it does immensely support the channel so that I can keep making videos like this one instead of reviewing popcorn flavors. There's a lot of references to popcorn lately. Bottom line, Boya has managed to create something truly competitive to the DJI Mic 2. They've gone ahead and integrated functioning AI into a mic that undercuts some of the biggest names in the game, all while offering pro-level features like 32-bit float and multi-receiver support that no one else at this price point has been able to manage. Sure, there are a few trade-offs for that budget magic, like the lack of haptic feedback on the transmitters, weaker magnets that may or may not slip on thicker clothing, and their choice in some cheaper production materials like the plastic charging case and even this accessory bag. But for just shy of $200, those are all minor inconveniences for a serious contender that punches way above its weight. If you want to see how the Boya Mic 2 stacks up against some of the other mics in my arsenal, like maybe the similarly priced Comica Boomax or even some of the smaller button mics like the Ceremonic Air, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see and any future microphones that maybe I should convince my wife to let me pick up. As always, links to the Boya Mic 2 and any of the other accessories mentioned today are going to be down in the description below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.